Hey Mighty Tech family, buckle up. We're about to plunge into some of the wildest road mishaps and jaw-dropping heavy hauls you'll ever see. Think narrow escapes, massive recoveries, and a few moments that'll leave you asking, who thought that was a good idea? We've got plenty of action, a sprinkle of chaos, and a dash of comedy. So let's dive in. Then there's Big Willie, a vintage crane lifting a 28-meter Sunseeker 95 yacht weighing 85 tons. It's the granddaddy of heavy metal hoedowns, proving that old-school machines with expert rigging can still get the job done. Don't worry, the yacht's safe, and so is the operator, though probably with a few more gray hairs. Eddie Stobart's 11 BMW delivery. Eddie Stobart's car transporter deftly fits 11 brand new BMWs onto its upper and lower decks. It's like playing a high-stakes game of 3D Tetris, only these blocks cost a fortune if you drop them. Smooth loading, smooth ride, no scratches, please, and thank you. Speaking of sanity, someone decided to hand over a dragline to an operator who probably thought the brake drum could take a nap. Freefall winch? Overheated drum brake? That's the kind of combo that spells, we'll be talking about this for weeks. Definitely not the quick job everyone signed up for. M1070, when roads get rough. Enter the M1070, a heavy hauler sporting a 70,000-pound winch and 8-wheel drive. This bad boy takes on mud and gravel like they're minor inconveniences. When the going gets tough, the M1070 basically says, "Hold my fuel tank, I've got this." No roads? No problem. It'll just create its own. Caterpillar D11T. The Caterpillar D11T dozer weighs in at 248,500 pounds. That's basically a tank in a different uniform. With load-sensing hydraulics and massive push power, this thing redefines how quickly you can move a mountain. Whether in mining or construction, it's the unstoppable juggernaut of dirt. Cat 385C and MANTGA 41.660. Witness the synergy of a Cat 385C excavator and the mighty man TGA 41.660. Navigating steep mountainsides and hairpin turns feels like an action movie chase scene. Only the star is a massive excavator. Kudos to the operator who keeps it balanced while making it look as easy as a Sunday drive. Cat 336 demolition. Watch a Cat 336 excavator shred a building like it's crumpling up yesterday's newspaper. Its hydraulics rip through walls with brute force, but the operator's finesse keeps everything from turning into an uncontrolled dust storm. It's demolition served with a side of precision, and maybe a dash of satisfaction if you've ever wanted to knock down a stubborn wall. Tijuana's flipped trailer. Over on the Tijuana-Tecate highway, a loaded trailer has flipped, sending folks into a flurry of recovery operations. A compact crane swoops in, handles the cargo like a pro, and sets the rig upright. Good thing they packed their patience. Nobody wants a bonus round of flipping trucks. Back to epic transports. Badmat Logistics just rocked a 140-kilometer haul with a 145-ton, 31-meter-long monster load in tow. 5 pilot vehicles, police escorts, support trucks, the full VIP treatment for cargo. Let's just say you don't want to be stuck behind them on a 2-lane road. $456-ton acrylic column in Brazil. In Brazil, Megatrans orchestrated the epic move of a 456-ton acrylic main column. They used a 40-axle setup with a just-in-case extra row, supported by 480 tires. Yes, you heard that right. When the cargo is heavier than your entire existence, you bring in an army of axles and more rubber than a Formula One pit lane. Kenworth W990 and 19 axles. A shining Kenworth W990 hauling a hefty transformer on a 19-axle Trail King trailer proves that sometimes you just need an insane number of wheels. The route out of the port of Baltimore is notoriously tricky for oversized cargo, but the Kenworth confidently shrugs and rumbles onward. Pro tip, if you see a 19-axle rig behind you, maybe switch lanes. Fast. Meanwhile, Alltrans is back on the scene, carefully maneuvering a gigantic silo onto towering supports using some serious crane power. It's like a high-stakes ballet, except instead of tutus, it's industrial steel and dizzying heights. 3 Kenworths and a Cat 994. Across the globe, 3 Kenworth prime movers haul a 72,000-kilogram Caterpillar 994 loader boasting a massive bucket. Just imagine the total horsepower jammed under those hoods. This feat shows how, with enough determination and diesel, even the most gargantuan mechanical beasts can be tamed. UFO wind turbine nacelle. Is that a UFO hovering on a French highway? False alarm. It's actually a 422-ton GE offshore wind turbine nacelle. Some onlookers probably did a double take, or triple take, at that moving behemoth. Trust me, if the aliens show up, they'd want to hitch a ride on that monstrous transporter too. Meanwhile, another construction site learns the hard way that you can replace a machine, but you can't replace a life. High walls are no joke, folks. Bell AZ 75710, king of dump trucks. Feast your eyes on the Bell AZ 75710, the world's largest dump truck with a 450-ton payload capacity, sporting 4,600 horsepower. It's practically a house on wheels. If you've ever thought your sedan was a gas guzzler, wait until you see this monster's fuel bill. Let's just say you won't be finding it in a compact parking spot anytime soon. "36-meter crane runways. Picture moving 2 giant steel crane runways, basically 2 humongous bridges, under the glow of streetlights. They traveled from Germany to Sweden with surprising grace, courtesy of the wizards of logistics, who made sure there were no midnight collisions with, say, a random donut shop. A gutsy 3-ton crane trying to hoist what a 20-ton crane should handle. Genius plan? More like, hey gravity, wanna show off? One slip, one loud crunch, and we all learn that sometimes you've got to match the right machine to the right job. Newsflash, unstable surfaces and heavy lifts do not mix. Cue the comedic relief. Ever watch a pipe decide to clock out early? One poorly balanced load later, and that pipe is making its grand escape, almost taking the crew with it. That's why you always double-check your rigging, folks. Gravity will not negotiate. On a brighter note, we have the Volvo FH16750 hauling the Volvo EC 480E, a 48-ton beast of an excavator, like it's just going out for groceries. With perfect weight distribution and secure tie-downs, this is heavy haul done right. It's almost graceful, if graceful can describe a chunk of metal that weighs more than a herd of elephants. Tapajos River Crossing Ferry Mayhem. At the Tapajos River Ferry Crossing, trucks storm in and out like they're on a frantic shopping spree. One misstep can lead to a watery mishap. Nobody wants to fish a multi-ton truck out of the drink. The tension is real, the stakes are high, but these pros keep the chaos in check. So which moment had you shaking your head in disbelief? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you want more big lifts, giant rigs, and epic oops moments, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next wild ride, hopefully with a lot fewer close calls.